It's been unpicked in the last 2 National Hockey League drafts. Remember last year in Plymouth, Michigan, it was Jesper Bratt for Sweden who made such an impression. The New Jersey draft pick, and went on to make their team at a training camp. Now brought in by Jakob Olofsson. A number of the top Swedish players that we might see at the World Junior in Vancouver are not here, as Robertson sends it back in front, and just missing on that is Jack Hughes, number 19 for Team USA. Hughes came up 1 point short of breaking Austin Matthews' single-season point record with the National Team Development Program, and that was Hughes as a 17-year-old playing most of the year with the under-18 team, so playing a year up basically.
Interest in Quinn Hughes. Let's watch this one attentively.
Hughes to Norris. Josh Norris's dad, Wayne, scored the gold medal winning goal for Canada in the 1990 World Junior Championship in Helsinki. In comes Quinn Hughes with time. Fans on that shot, gets the puck back. Hughes to Mikey Anderson. Back across, the shot right on from Norris. Save made by Oman. And the Swedes able to clear it out. Brady Tkachuk winds in with Norris. 2 returning. And David Gustafsson picks it back up. Stopped off by Lixell. Gustafsson comes steaming in on Quinn Hughes. That long shot dribbles back in front. Hug almost got a chance again. Turned away by Primo.
Mike McKenzie, the general manager in Kitchener Rangers, if he would have got a hat trick there, Mike would have been saying, where was that? And they lost in overtime in Game 7 to Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, Lindstrom got bumped there, and Jack Hughes has it ahead and finds Wallstrom. Wallstrom is not afraid to shoot. That's a great shot.
He nailed it.
Here comes Jack Hughes, winds it and fires, scores! And just like that, Jack Hughes strikes, and the lead is cut to 1.
You talk about lateral agility and quickness, and not just with his feet, but how he gets his hands into position to get the shot off. I mean, he just leaves a defenseman reaching for air. And my dear friend, the late Brad McCrimmon, players like this, he used to say it was like hugging fog. You know they're there, but you can't get your hands or arms around it. To Quinn, to Jack, and it's in the net.
The back of the net. So the Hughes brothers, born in Orlando, grew up there. Their dad, Jim Hughes, longtime scout and development person. They lived in Toronto for a long time. Jack Hughes played for the Toronto Marlboros Minor Hockey Association. And now Quinn's going back to Michigan. Jack's going to play for the National Team Development Program. And it might just be a paper transaction to commit to college. He might never see a campus.
You're right about that.
Off the end boards, icing call against Team USA is
5'10", 168.
Team USA goal, number 19.
Puck stolen, centered, and fired on goal there by Bemstrom. Knocked away by Primo. 8 to go here in a very brisk first period. Bemstrom back with it, shoots. And Caden Primo.
Watching early in the game, they got right to the game. I think it was Matthias' second shift. He ended up getting a 5-minute major in a game misconduct. and suspended.
Quinn Hughes drops for Jack, but the play is off.
Another little push to Cody Glass, playing another year junior. He'll be a big-time player for Canada.
Here's Jack Hughes, loop behind the Swedish goal, sends it back in front. The puck is knocked away. And brought ahead by Nils Lundqvist, the first-round pick of the Rangers, 28th overall. Lundqvist was drafted with a pick that the Rangers got as part of the Ryan McDonough deal with Tampa.
A real interesting player. He was not really on the radar for the Swedes.
Now walking in is Lundestrom, scores! Isaac Lundestrom. Toss it back into the feet of Atirius. Now Quinn Hughes, a long lead pass for Farabee. Joel Farabee, a Philadelphia first-round pick in the last draft, with the pick they got from St. Louis as part of the Braden Shen deal. Now Hughes back with it. Quinn Hughes up for his brother Jack. And in comes Jack Hughes. Works it on Ginning. Gets a backhand shot away. That goes wide. And now Hughes taken down. Gotta say the pace is pretty impressive for early August. You know, a lot of these players have been in NHL development camps already this summer. As Quinn Hughes brings it across, slides it back for Jack. To Quinn Hughes. Back across for Joel Farabee. In comes Jack Hughes. Centers it. Robertson fan of the shot. Rebound, and Robertson put that wide. Jason Robertson back with it. Finds Farabee, shoots, and the save is made by Oman. The rebound, though, not cleared as Quinn Hughes hangs onto it. Hughes back for Jack Hughes. In, shoots. Oman makes the stop. And this time the rebound does get out as a sweep.
The interesting thing for Vegas is they have a good, solid team. They have really good, solid defense. So if they want to see what he's capable of doing, they have the support around him. He's not going to be in a situation where he's going to get overwhelmed or.
Right. David Gustafson brings it in now. The teams are back to 5-on-5. Gustafson holds, feeds it back. Vesterlin shoots, and Primo made the stop on that. Dropped his stick and still knocked the puck away. As you mentioned, Craig, Caden Primo, the American goaltender, facing a breakaway 16 seconds into the game. Now Jack Hughes trying to dig it free. His brother Quinn's in there as well. And now Jack knocks that to Joey Keane. And back at center ice is Robertson. Jason Robertson plays for King. The puck is brought ahead. And up front, Pedersen, Anderson, and the like. And they, for long stretches, outplayed Canada in the gold medal game. But a terrific performance from Carter Hart in goal. As Quinn Hughes slides it back across, score! Hughes finds Jason Robertson, and the U.S. is back within one.
So at the outset, we talked about Quinn Hughes' feet. So he uses his feet to keep that puck in, and now he's attacking at the defenders, and he's got the excellent hand skills to deliver that pass. But as the puck comes around, and he does just a terrific job of his feet, and now he's thinking, I'm going to attack here. And then the presence of mind to make that pass into the tight area. And really, quite frankly, it's just a little tap in for Jason Robertson.
As a freshman at Michigan, Quinn Hughes at 29 points in 37 games.
And the second half, Gord, was really terrific.
And remember that a lot of college players are 22, 23 as seniors.
Well, he did something in just over about a 13-month span that I don't think's ever been done. He played in the U18 championship in April 2017. They won gold. Played at the World Junior Tournament in December, January. They won bronze.
Bergman works in and shoots, and Primo makes a stop on that, and rebound dribbles wide.
He got his team to the Final Four with Michigan, and then he played for Team USA at the World Championships and won a bronze there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty impressive 13 months.
Robertson lays it down to Jack Hughes, and the Hughes family trophy case might have to be expanded if Jack starts lighting it up as well. Lixell works in his centering pass out of the reach of Zetterlund. He's tied up there by Mikey Anderson. Here's Tkachuk back with it. Brady.
I think Team USA is hoping that he can do what Adam Fox did for this team. You know, generate real good offensive play from that right spot on the blue line. Got the capability.
Emstrom stripped there by Quinn Hughes. The long pass as Almond goes way out of his net to play it. And back out to center. Keane waiting for it. Joey Keane, a Ranger third-round pick in 2018. Back across to Quinn Hughes. Joey Keane had 12 goals last year for Dale Howard-Chuck with the Barrie Colts.
He was interesting because he went through a draft when he came up to play in Barrie, and then really took his game to another level. And Dale Howard-Chuck, Hall of Famer, first overall picker, was clear cut in his draft year in 1981.
That's off the side of the goal there as Boqvist worked his way in. Now back in the corner, here's Boqvist again. From a sharp angle, that was blocked. It's in the feet of Quinn Hughes. And Jack Hughes has it back. A flip play ahead to Robertson, but he was tied up there by Gustafson. Berggren centers it. Quinn Hughes gets tied up there by Gustafson. Gustafson back at the point for Lundqvist. Here's Keane back on it. He got tied up. Bergman works it back.
I think it was a weak goal, but Carter Hart was able to allow Canada to get in position to get that late goal to win the goal.
Farabee across to Quinn Hughes. Back to Farabee. Joel Farabee to Quinn Hughes. Shoots and through the screen in front.
Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it goes against you.
That was a semifinal game even.
Oh, that was the shootout. That's right.
Against Team USA.
Because the gold medal game was was that the overtime winner by?
No.
No.
That was the next year.
Yeah, that was the next
Czech Republic. That was Matt Halachuk. Chmielewski. Back to Farabee. Quinn Hughes in for Jack Hughes. And slide it back to Quinn. So I'm going to say that if you're playing pickup hockey, you might want to split up the Hughes brothers. Or don't like your chance. Farabee winds his way in 95. Dolan was a member of all three of those World Cup teams. He played 92, didn't he?
No.
Oh, he came here the year after they won. That's right. Darcy Tucker was a member of all three.
Yeah, Ryan Huska and Tyson Nash.
That's right. But Dolan, Iginla, Tucker to start things off for Kamloops in 95.
94.
Yeah.
They were on the 94 and then the 95 team.
Amazing.
I mean, not just how productive they were as junior players, obvious first-round draft picks, but you know, NHL careers that were brilliant, and then captains of their teams and leaders in the community. It's just unbelievable. It's not just the hockey; it was everything that they were as people. You know, Scott Niedermayer in that group.
Well, so you had Ken Hitchcock here in the late.
I mean, another terrific player.
Bouncing puck in front, knocked down by Jack Hughes. And Jay O'Brien plays it across to Joel Farabee.
Into that iron.
Of course, Caden Primo's dad ended one of the longest playoff games in National Hockey League history. I always call it the Primo game, but my good friend Brian Boucher points out he made 60-plus saves in that game to send it to 5 overtimes.
Speaking of Brian Boucher, who played in the Western Hockey League.
The backhand shot by Wahlstrom. Stopped by Ullman.
5 straight shutouts has to be one of the most impossible things in sporting records, isn't it?
Norris with a lead pass to Wahlstrom, but a half step ahead of the play. Bemstrom throws that ahead, and Primo played that away from Hood. Adam Ginning slides it ahead for Silvegaard. Marcus Silvegaard, who's gone unpicked through a couple of NHL drafts, centers it. Fired right on by Vesterlund. Long shot by Vesterlund. And again, Primo makes a stop on that as Wahlstrom tries to pick it up. 4.5 gone here in a tied third period. IHF rules apply, so if they're tied at the regulation time, there would be a 5-minute overtime period, then if necessary, a shootout. In comes Brady Tkachuk steaming in. Drops it back to Norris, shoots, and it's off the stick of Silvegaard.
Good players. Players that are going to be playing over the course of the next 3 games.
Jack Hughes drops it back to Wahlstrom, who works it free. Fans on the first try. Now Wahlstrom back with it. This might be the Americans' top line come December.
Very well could be.
Boqvist works in, drops it back, and that shot whistled high and wide by Gustafson. Jack Hughes back with it. The World Junior this year is open to players born in '99 or later. Canada's got a ton of 2000-born players in its camp. As that puck is deflected right on by Hood, and the save is made by Primo, who's seen enough of him this afternoon.
Nice play to the net, and 1,000 points, and the style of game he played, to me, he's a Hall of Famer. I feel the same way about Jeremy Roenick. They were difference makers. They were players that when they got on the ice, you knew they were on the ice.
So offsetting minor penalties as we approach the halfway point of the third period. Keith Tkachuk, by the way, one of 4 players in history with 50 goals and more than 200 minutes in one season. Just think about that for a second.
It's unbelievable, really.
It's over 100 penalties in a year. Well, Keith got some 5s. As Quinn Hughes plays it across to O'Brien. Back to Quinn Hughes. He and Mikey Anderson crisscrossing. Now Farabee in, shoots, and the save is made by Oman. Flip back down to the American zone. This will be an icing call against the Swedes. The 4 players who've done the 50 goals.
Ray Ferraro always talks about if you take your stick and you move it 6 inches further out, you get more net to work with. And, you know, 408 goals, he knows what he's talking about. I think that's a pretty good example there by Josh Norris.
Did Ray ever tell you he had 108 one year in junior?
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
You mentioned it to me once or 100 times.
I also know he had 50 at Christmas and didn't get invited to the World Junior team. It's hard. It really is hard to believe when you think about it.
With a shot off the inboards, that's gloved by Primo. And more pushing and shoving breaks out as Quinn Hughes is into it.
Well, was it this year, you know, Canadian hero Tyler Steenbergen with the winning goal and the gold medal?
This thing's really morphed from what used to be just a get-together in the summer, some inter-squad games, and now in recent years, Canada and the U.S. getting together to host the Swedes and Finns. Russians don't do this because KHL training camps opened the last week of July.
Sounds funny, doesn't it? The last week of July.
That league needs a players' association. 7-week training camp. So the idea of bringing a line back right back after a TV timeout, timing it for the timeouts. Keane gloved that down. Swedes are hollering about that. Hook with the first 2 goals of the day for Sweden. With a backhand shot there. Primo makes a stop on that. Now Cockerell back the other way. I mentioned that Mike McKenzie, the GM in Kitchener, watching this afternoon. Hoping that Hoog's a big producer for the Rangers this year. Zedlin in, shoots from a sharp angle. Primo made the stop, and the puck drops back in the corner.
You know, goal scorers, accidentally didn't see him.
Josh Norris with Tkachuk. Pass ahead to Tkachuk, tips it right on. Oman makes the save, has a look back, but the puck was in his pads. And now brought back in by Karlsson. Linus Karlsson drops it back for Lundqvist. His shot blocked. Now Lundqvist plays it back. Silvergård. Back for Lundqvist. So backhand shot goes wide. And now Norris pokes it back for Quinn Hughes. Both teams changing now as Quinn Hughes has some time. And in comes Hughes along with Tkachuk. That's knocked down by Lundqvist. He'll drop it back to Lundqvist. Up for Hoog. Takes the return pass, and Hoog with a bouncing puck had it knocked away by Chmelevski. As the Americans change, Farabee comes on. Keane throws that wide of the goal. A minute now to go in overtime. Westerlund brings it around. Farabee though knocks it down, trying to find Norris. Drops it back to Quinn Hughes. Holds, walks it in, shoots. Oman makes the stop, and the rebound cleared away by Westerlund. Farabee holds the line for Team USA. Farabee drops it back to Quinn Hughes. Has a look, walks in and fires, and Oman makes the glove save and hangs on. That was a long time.
Before that was, he got right out to the top of the crease and closed down the shot on Quinn Hughes.
Face off won by Norris. Back to Quinn Hughes. Silvergord keeping an eye on him. And now Cockrell with it. In comes Cockrell. Centering pass that was tipped away by Silvergord. Norris keeps it alive for Cockrell. Back in the slot for Quinn Hughes. Flips it back for Norris with a quick chance, and Ullman makes a save on him. Quinn Hughes back with it. Final seconds now of overtime. Hughes winds in. Hull sends it back in front. They score! What a play by Quinn Hughes to put it on the stick of Josh Norris for the overtime winner. And the Hughes brothers put on a show this afternoon.
3 assists for Quinn Hughes. Just brilliant. And that opportunity, he knows how much time's left on the clock, and he's not interested in getting to a shootout. I'm attacking. I want to make the play, and he does.
1.5 seconds left in overtime. And the United States with all the pressure in the OT. And Quinn Hughes puts the puck on the stick of Josh Norris, who scores his second of the game. And the USA, which did not lead until just now, wins it 5-4.
Yeah, unbelievable. The poise and then the real quickness, the hands, and then the shift. Just an incredible skill level, vision, awareness.
Pretty good way to start the day, and
Sure
still
is.
more to come this evening as